Earth is only planet that has water, which is primary source of life without which life is impossible. 70% of planet is covered with water and so it is easy to think that there is plenty of water and there will be no scarcity of water. But the reality of availability of water is far away from it. The fresh water that we use for drinking, bathing, irrigation, etc. is incredibly rare. Only 3% of the total water is fresh water, and out of which two-thirds is tucked away in frozen glaciers or otherwise unavailable for our use. As a result, billions of people worldwide lack access to fresh water for at least 1 month during each year. Inadequate sanitation is also a major problem for billions of people. Due to inadequate sanitation, they are exposed to waterborne diseases such as cholera and typhoid fever, etc. Many of the water resources that keep our ecosystems thriving and feed entire human population have become stressed. Rivers, lakes, and aquifers are drying up and becoming too polluted to use due to excessive and improper use. Climate change is also altering patterns of weather and water around the world. As a result, it causes shortage and droughts in some areas and floods in others. How to tackle with the problem of water scarcity while the situation of water crisis is dire? There are many solutions that can be helpful in addressing global water scarcity. These include creating awareness about water scarcity to understand the scope of the issue. In this regard, World Water Day is observed every year on 22nd of March with a specific theme to create awareness about this vital resource of earth. Use of new technologies like wastewater recycling, energy efficient desalination plants, solar and UV water filtration, nanofiltration, and rainwater harvestation system can also be very helpful in addressing water scarcity. As almost 70% of fresh water is used in agriculture, making agricultural irrigation more efficient can be helpful in addressing water crisis. Enhanced soil moisture sensors, monitoring weather stations, and communication system should be used to get accurate data to ensure water is not wasted. In addition to this, growing seasonal and less water intensive crops should also be explored and more focused. Reducing water pollution is all critical step to improving access to clean water. Individual industries and all consumers should dispose of toxic substances safely rather than pour them down into drain. Water crisis in India. Though more than half of earth covered with water, disastrous water crisis is creeping on the world from very long time. And in India, water crisis is constant. 17% of world population live in India, but it possesses only 4% of world's water resources. Some part of India facing drought while others are facing flood. Groundwater level is constantly declining. Green revolution, which made India self-reliant in terms of food grains, is also a reason of water crisis. Some states like Punjab and Uttar Pradesh are producing rice by using too much water, which is not the natural crop of these areas. Too much irrigation in agriculture land making land unfertile and provoking the water crisis. Groundwater is not only source of fresh water, rainwater can also be stored and used for daily needs. Adopting rainwater harvesting and recharging groundwater is one of the simplest and best measures in conserving water. Some states like Tamil Nadu are already doing good in rainwater harvesting. This practice can efficiently be implemented in lieu of traditional water supplies that are currently on the verge of tapping out water resources. We cannot generate water, so water is precious resource and we all should use it. A famous poet Rahim Das said, Rahiman pani rakhiye, bin pani shab shoon, pani gaye na ubre moti, manus choon. Meaning, conserve and save water because without water, everything is zero. If it disappeared from the earth, ecosystem and human life too would disappear with it. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.